Hi friends, it's Cheryl, the tech coach from Tutors from Tech Tutor Innovate and the Tech Hub for Tutors. And I am here to talk to you about 2 simple ways that you can make your lessons a little bit more interactive for your students, especially if you've got some of those students that suddenly aren't paying very much attention. So we are going to take a quick look at 2 features inside of Google Meet. Now, these features might also be inside of Zoom, so don't discount that they're not there, but because I use Google Meet, this is where I'm going to start. Okay, you can see that I have opened up a Google Meet. You can't meet me here, so if you try, I won't be at this current address because I just created an instant meeting. But what you can see on the screen are some very important buttons. And especially if you're really new to Google Meet, these are things that I think are really, really helpful and useful to know. First of all, you've got your microphone button, so you can mute yourself. You can turn off your own camera. You can provide a closed caption for students or for learners that need to see exactly what you're saying. We have our emoji button, and I use this a lot to provide feedback to students like, yay, you did it, or hooray, great job. Then we have our screen share, which is the button that I actually just used inside of StreamYard, but you can share your screen, either a tab or the whole window, or there's another one, screen, just the screen itself. They can raise their hand. You can work with the recordings and other things here. You can hang up here, but then we go over here to the side, and then don't worry about the circle button, but the people button, and then the chat button, and then the triangle, square, and circle is the button that we're going to be working on, which happens to be the button for adding activities. Okay, so recently I had a student who I was working with, and this student was she has a tendency to kind of get off task, and I knew right away as soon as I met with her that she wasn't probably going to be super focused, and I wanted her to watch a 3-minute video clip that just re-explained a little bit about decimals, because we were going to be using them and we hadn't really worked with math in a while, because I support her in reading, writing, and math. We'd kind of taken a little vacation, but school's coming back, and so I wanted her to really know, again, what a decimal is, because she's going to be in 5th grade, and those are the types of numbers she's going to be working with. She really understands fractions. It's really just this idea of, the decimal, and then with added numbers behind it, which are portions of numbers and pieces, and she just couldn't quite get it. So she was getting a little bit off task. So what I did is, the very first thing that I did is I opened up the activities and I went to question. Now, I do not know if this is on the free version. I have the paid version. I have a workspace account. So if this is not available for you, I'm very sorry, but this is something on a paid account, which I think I spend like $7.99 a month, but it's well worth it. So I could say, and I might have even said, what is a decimal? Question mark. And then I'm not going to post it anonymously because we're all here in the group, but anybody who has a paid account can post. And so I'm just going to post. And then inside of, on her end, I said, did you see that question come up? She goes, yes. And she was looking at the question. I stopped the video and I said, okay, can you read the question? It says, what is a decimal? I'm like, okay, so you need to be able to answer that by the time this video is over. And then she was like, like this. Well, then in the meantime, what I did is I provided her with some answers. So I just went into the activities again, and I went into polls, and I started a poll. And I said, a decimal is, oops, is that an L? Is, and that looks a little funny on my end. Okay, there we go. And then I gave her 3 options. I think I said a dot shows where whole numbers and fractions are separated in a number. And then I can't remember if I gave her another one, but it doesn't really matter. So you can see how fast that is. And then you can push save it. Now, if you've got a group, you could go in and you could edit that, or you could say responses without names. You'd have to go to edit now that I've already done that. And then when you push launch, they're all going to see it. Okay, so after everybody has, given their choice and they have to push vote, okay, when you're done with the meeting, when you, as the owner of the meeting, are done with the meeting, you get a message inside of your Gmail account that will say, here's the answers to the polls. So if you're asking, let's say you're meeting with a group of kids, hey, Thursday night won't work to meet. What time are you available on Saturday? And you give them some choices, then you can go, okay, most of you can meet at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's what time we're going to meet. So it's another great way to make lessons very, very interactive. And so that is really all that I have for you guys today. If you want more information about the Tech Hub for Tutors, let's see if I've got my banner over here. You can go actually, yeah, here it is. You can go to tutoring with Sheryl-techcoach.com. That's actually my email mini course. That is not the one that I wanted. Let's just send you to my TutorBird account, and then you can click on the pages and you can contact me there. So that's all I have for you guys today. Make it a great day. And as usual, keep the learning going.